Wearing your Vionic.
I chose not to listen, and hence, now I'm cold. But right now, though, we're going to focus on the Vionic Orthotic leather and mesh thong sandal called the Tide 2. This is basically the sequel of the sandal that really started it all almost 8 years ago.
So many
with
people.
Vionic.
That's right.
And we've sold over 150,000 of just this style, but there are probably 3 or 4 iterations of the Tide.
I think there's about 5 or 6. I'm losing
Right.
count. There's
So there's
Tide
probably
Sequence, Tide Snake, Tide
Snake,
Rhinestone,
right.
Tide
There's probably
Metallic.
close to 500,000 of these that have been sold.
I would say
on
that would
QVC,
be
and I think I have
quite
one
accurate.
of each one.
I think, yeah. I think 250,000 of them are at your place.
Me.
Yeah.
Liam Burke is the Vice President for Sales for Vionic, and this is, like I said, a popular shoe to say the least. We're offering it today at $65, but if you shop with your major credit card or your QVC credit card, the Q card, you can opt for 4 easy payments. Shipping and handling is included, so what you see and what you pay is $65, and that's it. You're looking at the first color choice, which is the leopard, only print in this particular Tide.
That's right.
We have it in the pewter. I own that. And that is limited, by the way. And red, which is also limited, and I don't own that, but I will by the end of the day. We have it in white. We also have it in gold, which I have. We have it in navy. We have it in black, which I also own. And I also own the bronze. And that's just in this one style. And then I have all the sequins choices. I have tons and tons of shoes.
All the sequins, the rhinestones, metallic.
Love it. I actually spent my weekend in this shoe.
It was the weather for it here,
The
wasn't
weather
it?
was
But,
beautiful.
yeah.
But most importantly, for people like myself that do wear custom orthotics, the Tide is going to be that summer alternative.
That's right, because you've got that podiatrist design technology that's built in. You've got orthotic technology, if I just hold it up this way, just to show you the level of support that you're going to be getting underneath your foot. This is what's so unique in any sort of sandal or flip-flop, because there's that great arch support, there's that nice heel cup there. And that's really going to help hold your foot in and keep your foot in its natural alignment. And just as a contrast, that's just that regular sort of flat flip-flop that a lot of people gravitate towards in the summer. And you can just see how flat that is and offers absolutely no support. So to have that podiatrist design technology built in is a really, really unique feature in any sandal or flip-flop. But then when you turn to the red, it's just got that great basic sort of flip-flop look to it. Really easy to dress up and dress down. Certainly dress it up too with the pattern finishes on that leather strip. And a lot of people will tend to ask me, what's the difference between the Tide and the Tide 2? The only difference is this leather piece just here. So that's leather. In the Tide, in the original Tide, it was synthetic. So that's really the only difference between them. But you're getting that great sort of great casual flip-flop look. Very, very comfortable on the toe post with that soft fabric material there between the toes, so nothing's going to pinch. So what we're talking here is great comfort, but a really cute looking flip-flop style as well.
You got it. Well, 4 payments of $16.25. This is a technology that we can actually show you, and we're going to do that. But again, if you have it, call us. We'd love to speak with you. 1-800-395-1601 is our testimonial line. So when you talk about, the orthotic-based sandal, most of the time you think very, kind of matronly, dated looking. This is not the case. Exactly. But I will say a couple things. Size-wise, if you are a half size, you're going to size down in this.
That's correct.
These are your whole sizes 5 through size 12. And if your foot tends to be a little bit wider, then this is the perfect shoe too.
This is a
little bit wider base to it. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. So we're calling it that width there as a medium width, but medium to a slightly wider foot type. You'll be good as gold with this one.
Sure.
So let's have a look at what the technology is going to do though. So with Kylene here on a hard, flat, unnatural surface, look at how crooked that line is running, especially running from the toes to the ankle. The reason being there's no support underneath the foot, so that foot's rolling over to try and meet the ground. That's what we know as overpronation or excess pronation. Now, where the foot should be is this position here. So there you can see how that line is straightened up, just with my hand supporting Kylene's foot. But when I take that support away, straight away that arch is collapsing down, that misalignment has returned. So let's slip Kylene into the Tide 2 and watch the difference there on that line. As soon as that foot's gone onto that podiatrist design technology, that foot has straightened up and that leg is straightened up. And that's going to have a flow up effect to the rest of the body. And just as a comparison, let me just slip Kylene into that regular flat flip-flop. And then we're back to where we started there. You can just see that misalignment, how that misalignment has returned. And even just turning to the side here, Kylene, there we can see that line we've drawn along the arch, how there's just no support. It's really flattened out. In fact, you can see there a gap underneath Kylene's arch. So there's nothing supporting the foot. Take Kylene's foot out of that one. And there you can see the difference of that Vionic technology.
And what it equates to, basically, and you'll see this in the before and after, it equates to pain in your foot, which means your day is ruined.
Exactly.
If your feet hurt, you don't feel good. And you would think that the most comfortable shoe that you could possibly put on should be your sandal. You slide into it. It should be something you can walk in all day. And for many of us that have worn the cheaper brand of flip-flops for years, we experienced excruciating pain, and now we understand why, because of this technology. So
these seem like a good idea at the time,
right?
But yeah, a few hours into it, not so much.
I always say this: if you're buying your shoes that are hanging on a cardboard hook in a store, then you're buying the wrong shoe.
Exactly.
Invest a little bit more and get yourself the kind of support you need as you're walking through your summer. So there's your leopard. We have the pewter, also available in red. Love the white. So for brides-to-be, put this on at the reception. You don't have to have it pain at your wedding.
You'll be the last one doing the electric slide.
Or you can have some gold and champagne. We're going to teach him how to do it. Navy, we have black, and then we also have it in the bronze. We've been talking about the electric slide for 9 years now. At some point, I'm going to make you do it.
I have to learn it.
You're going to have to learn how to do it. There's also 100 different versions of that as well now,
right.
too.
Well,
so
we'll be on to it.
we got to get you on ball.